Hello, today we will learn how to configure the Quick Responses item in NQA. Quick Responses is a way for the chatbot to respond quickly without having to go through artificial intelligence. The quick response must be created according to what we want the chatbot to respond. There you can configure buttons, files, and more. The first thing we do is enter the platform. Go to the chatbot item and click on Quick Responses. A window will appear where the responses that have been created will be found. At the top there is a menu where we will click to add new answer. The first thing that appears is the label, which is the name we will give to this label according to the product or question. Example, I have a backpack company and I'm going to sell an XL red suitcase. If a user writes that product, the chatbot will go directly to respond quickly. If the client does not directly write that phrase, we have the next item of activation phrases or exclusion phrases. It is where we will tell the chatbot that it must respond according to what they ask. Example, activate yourself when they write red suitcase or when they ask for XL suitcase or when they ask for red suitcase. When they write any of the above phrases, the quick response will be activated. In exclusion phrases, it is the opposite, so we have to leave the instructions like this. When they ask about pencils or notebooks or jackets, this quick response should not be activated. Then follow the type item where you will find own or global. Then, if you put global, it means that this quick response will apply to all the chatbots that you have created on the platform. If we put own, we can specifically select which chatbot we want to have this quick response. Then there is the item of selecting label, which refers to when we have already labeled the client on the platform. So if this quick response is activated, I am going to label them as a potential buyer and the client will be left with that label. Subsequently, there is the deactivate bot item. If I activate this, it is more for emergency cases when the client feels that he is getting too confused. Then this quick response will be deactivated. It is more for specific cases. And in questions, we will put the answers that will be given when this quick response is activated, as in the following example. Of course, for the red suitcase XL, we have a price of $110,000. And we can also modify the text a little to highlight prices or additional information, such as in this case, putting the price in bold or adding emojis. In quick response buttons, then it already refers to the fact that when the quick response is activated, some buttons will appear for the user to click and respond automatically. They have an option to activate them on all the social networks that you have configured for the chatbot, and a maximum of 3 buttons can be created. If you want in another case that there are different buttons for each network, then I do not activate it, and then we create one for WhatsApp, that I can also use a maximum of 3 buttons. On Facebook I can use 13, on Instagram 14, on TikTok 13. So now we will see how we create a button by clicking on Add Button. If I am looking for a suitcase, then we will put Nike green suitcase on the button. Another button that interests me, and the last one could be I want to pay now. And we get to the files where we can put what we want to be displayed when the response is activated: images, audios, videos, and more. With that, we would create the quick response. We click on Add, and we are going to test it now in the different business networks. Enviar comentarios.
Follow us on social media as NQ Artificial.